Seriously, you guys, what is up with taking the subway? Legit. I'm a native New Yorker, and I have been taking the subway for as long as I can even remember. It's true that my first type of travel was I was 8 months in my mom's stomach. At that point, I mean, that's a baby. Do we agree? Or we don't, well, whatever. And basically, I took a plane to Israel in her stomach, Baruch Hashem. That was my first transportation that I remember, hearing this smelling baklava, etc. But after that, I'm in the subway for my whole life, you know? I'm I'm originally from Hell's Kitchen, and that place is all about taking taxis these days. I mean, that's where people like John Mulaney, they're hailing cabs from the late night studio set with Seth Meyers to SNL, to taking a cab to work every day. Meanwhile, then I moved to Queens. I'm taking the F train every day. There's so much going on the subway, legit. First of all, the Metro card with this, this is a piece of plastic that gets you access to the greatest city in the world. That's what they want the credit card to be. Like exclusive access, but some people don't use the Metro card because it's too expensive to take the subway. It should be free. Well, guess what? I agree with you, so I would get a Metro card through school. When you're young, you get an orange Metro card, and when you're older, you get a green Metro card, and you get 3 rides a day for free. Meanwhile, I'm thinking, well, what if I'm awesome and I have a lot of different extracurriculars in different places? I need more than 3 rides. It's like they want an average Joe to take the subway. I'm a prodigy when I'm young, and I'm doing debate on the Upper East Side. I'm doing a monologue in Midtown, and you're telling me I can only have 3 subway rides? That's what you get when you have people like Cuomo in the White House. Legit. He never did a day of theater in his life. And then when it's rush hour, that doesn't even make sense because it is slow during rush hour. We're all trying to get to work. Meanwhile, the trains are slow and it is packed in with people breathing down my neck. I can barely breathe because I'm 5 feet, especially. So I got all these men who are going to Wall Street breathing down my effing neck. And then people shoving you. Don't tell anyone this, but I have anger problems. And the subway is really where I would let them out. Because basically, if I was angry about math class, someone would get on. If they so much as bristled me, I would lock my elbows. And they would hit my elbow, and I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry, but I was trying to elbow them on purpose. And that's why I liked rush hour, because I could just really, hurt people on the subway at rush hour, and no one could get mad at me. And then we're talking about how, sometimes there's mansplaining on the subway with your legs. Right? They're sitting down too big with their legs wide open. Excuse me, sir. It's cis men doing this. Excuse me, sir. Is your wiener really that big? Right? That's the classic joke about it. Well, maybe their balls are big. And they need that space. But I was always too scared to say something, so I would just look at them mean, but they thought I was flirting with them because I'd be staring at them. So that was seriously awkward, for real. But all joking aside, on Virgin Airlines, they have that computer on in your seat when you're taking a flight. Oh, there's high-pitched sound in my ear. That means I'm losing the pitch. So there's a screen on Virgin Airlines where you can text people on the plane. You guys know what I'm talking about? You can text people on the plane, and you can text anyone. So on the plane once I tried to text this kid. I was 15. He was Italian. Don't know his age, doesn't matter. Probably my age. Texted him asking me to meet me in the bathroom so I could give him head. No, not a big deal. But I wish we had that on the subway. Text my seatmate, tell them to get in the bathroom. But now people drop dick pics on the train. Airdrop. That's why I waited so long to get iPhone products. I didn't get an iPhone until mostly through college because of these dick pics I heard about getting airdrop. I have them on my phone. Right here. They're on my phone. Disgusting. I save all of them. It's disgusting. But then sometimes you see famous people on the train. And what is that about? Who are they doing? Who are they taking the train for? Oh, I see Scott Adsit on the train. Really? You could probably take a cab. But I get it. Because if I'm ever famous one day, I mean, the subway is where I grew up. Legit. I used to read. There's so much you can do on the subway. I used to do my homework on the subway. I used to read porn, erotica, literature on the subway. Because, I have an hour commute home. What am I supposed to do? And I'm just a teenager at that point. Of course I'm going to read erotica on the train. So what? Legit. But all kidding aside, I took the train a couple times during COVID recently, but I didn't take it for about 9 months. And let me tell you, I did not miss that one bit. I was happy not to take the subway, and that really made me think. What was I getting in my real life? The subway is it's just effed. Because the people in charge don't care how we get to work, how you get to school. They don't care about you. They just want their subway money. Meanwhile, guess what news broke today? Pete Buttigieg is head of the transportation department. Couple things about that. What the fuck, right? This guy's never done anything in his life except for once he took away a traffic light in South Bend, Indiana. And because he wanted to save $3 on electricity for the town, and a kid got killed, and he was shouldn't have been running around. So that's who we got running Department of Treasury for trains. Is this guy who's basically trying to cut corners with money, basically running over children himself. Then he's gay. Okay, give the most boring job to the gay guy. What's up with that? And I just don't think it's oh, what? So now is he going to so what now? Is the subway going to be cleaner now because it's a gay guy running the subway? But maybe it won't run doesn't mean it's going to run better. It might just be cleaner. And on top of that, the trains are out of commission now from 1 a.m. to 5 a.m. in New York City. The city that never sleeps. Well, now it's a city that doesn't have the subway 4 hours a day. What do I do if I'm going out to party with my friends and then I can't take the R train home? Are you joking me with this? How do I get home? Tell me. Pete Buttigieg. We're going to have an improviser in the White House, Chasten. Yeah, maybe. That would be cool, though. You ever fall asleep on the subway and you wake up right before your stop? Right exactly on time? What is that about? That makes me think legit we're being microchipped and watched. Because who's waking? How am I getting up at this point? What is it? It's like a bio clock. It's like the clock you have when you have a baby, but it's for when you're home. I mean, that is beautiful to think about it. As someone who's from New York, it's ingrained in me to know when I'm home. And also I was always scared of getting pushed into the tracks. So I would run. I'm always running on the subway so that I can dodge people who might push me. So anyway, that was my special on the subway. I'm not even thinking. It's just off the dome, which is awesome, a testament to me as a New Yorker.